To tell people which country or city you live in, you need to know the country names in French, of course, but also the preposition you have to put before them. In English, it's pretty simple. You just need to add in before the city names or country name. For example, I live in England, I live in the United States. You see, it's always in. But in French, it's another story. We have the choice between 4 prepositions. Au with an X, en, and a. How do we choose between them? This is what we are going to explain in our today's video. Before going further, if you're learning French, don't forget to download your free practical guide to easily learn French. Click on the link below in the description. Hello everyone, bonjour, I'm Raouf, I'm a native French speaker, I'm a French teacher as well. I've been teaching French since 2014 and today, as I said in the introduction, we're going to see the prepositions before the country names. But to know which preposition you have to choose before the country name, you need to know if the country is feminine, masculine, or plural. So let's start with the feminine countries. You have a list here: la France, la Grèce, la Hongrie, la Pologne, la Suède, et la Mauritanie. What's the common point between those countries? They all end in E. So when a country ends in E, it means that it is feminine and you have to put la in front of it. Let's see now the plural countries. We have les États-Unis, for example, les Pays-Bas, the Netherlands, les Philippines. The common point? Yes, they all end in S. So when a country name ends in S, it is plural. So you have to add les just before the country. And if the country doesn't end in S or doesn't end in E, it means that it is masculine. So now you know that. Let's talk about the prepositions when you say I live in a country. Let's start with the preposition en. When do we add en? When the country is feminine. For example, la France, j'habite, I live, j'habite en France. We have also the preposition au with an X. So au with an X is for plural countries. Les États-Unis, j'habite aux États-Unis. Don't forget the liaison between au and États-Unis. So j'habite aux États-Unis. The preposition au, AU without X, for masculine countries. For example, j'habite au Canada. Canada doesn't end in E, doesn't end in S, so it's masculine. There are a couple of exceptions to this rule, but I don't want you to get overwhelmed. If you have an interest for this exception, you can click on the link below that refers to my blog. I explain everything. And you can also find self-correcting activities. And we also have the preposition a with an accent. And a is for cities. J'habite à Paris, à Londres, à New York. No exceptions. Isn't that great? No exception. I explained you everything, so now it's your turn and you need to practice the knowledge you just acquired. Don't hesitate to write in the comment section in which country do you live. For example, j'habite en France. Et vous? That's all for today. If you liked this lesson, please like, share and subscribe. That will be the best way to thank me. And once again, if you're learning French, don't forget your free practical guide here in the description. See you next week.